What's up guys, it's HorrorFreakNY again, and today, well, first of all, it's October, so it's one of my favorite months of the year. I try to watch as many horror movies as possible, even though I go and I follow something called Every Day is Halloween. I actually use that hashtag almost with every single one of my posts, besides the fitness ones, of course, when I do stuff on Instagram. But today, I'm gonna show you guys briefly the stuff I picked up at the New York Comic Con yesterday. Now, it's the first time I attend the New York Comic Con, and let me tell you, I had an amazing time, an amazing experience. The highlight of my day, besides getting, I'll get that into a little bit, what I got here, was actually seeing the Ash vs. Evil Dead panel. They were amazing. Bruce Campbell is a freaking legend. He's hilarious. We were actually able to watch a teaser for season 3, which starts again on February, and they gave us the teaser at first, and all of a sudden Bruce Campbell gets on stage and he's asking the audience, how do you guys like it? Everybody's going crazy. And he's like, well, you know what? You guys are gonna fucking watch the first episode of season 3. And everybody went bonkers. And let me tell you, season 3, holy crap. That episode is badass. So if you guys haven't get into the show, I highly recommend watching seasons 1 and 2. And like Bruce Campbell said, if you guys are fans and want to see the show move on and continue, support it. I actually have, where are they? I actually have both Blu-rays, the exclusive Best Buy Metal Pack of season 1 and the Steel Book of season 2 that recently came out a couple months ago. But as he said, support the show. I believe now you can download the Stars app and subscribe. I believe it's 30 days free and then $10 after that. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but most likely I should be doing it in February just to watch that show. It's amazing. Alright guys, so I'm gonna get into what I purchased today. I'm not gonna get into full detail of every single item, but I am gonna show in between the entire video stills and some footage from the Ash Evil Dead panel as well. Alright, so I was super excited to get there super early to the show, so I decided to wake up at 5 in the morning and try to get there at least a minimum 2 hours before the doors open. So I get there maybe a little bit before 2 hours prior to the doors opening, and to my surprise, I kid you not, there must have been over 2,000 people ahead of me. So the New York Comic Con was held at the Jacob Javits Center, and that place is huge. And they have all types of different panels that go to all different types of venues. It's not just there. For instance, they had the Walking Dead panel last night at Madison Square Garden, which is a huge venue. They held the Evil Dead one at another venue. It wasn't even Madison Square Garden. So it's a huge event. It's actually going on as I make this video. Today's the last day, by the way. I wish I was there again today. I miss it. And next year, if everything works well, I'm definitely gonna try to go more than one day. So back to what I got, my haul. So I went in there wanting to be one of the first ones because I needed this box set I'm about to show you. Now they only pressed 95 of these guys, and they were only selling 20 per day. So New York Comic Con is 4 days. Somehow that adds up to 80. I'm not sure the remaining 19 where they were going to, but I only know this because I had a couple of my buddies that went out to Comic Con Thursday and I believe Friday, and every time each of them got to the table, they were sold out. They couldn't get it because it got bought out. So I said I needed to wake up super early to get this box set, and fortunately I did. I was able to get it. And actually, while I was walking to the table, I studied the map a couple days prior to that. I went over it again on my way to the show. I had my wife looking over it, and my boy giving me detail on where to turn. I know the entrance to the big Funko Pop area was there. I had to make like a slight right and then a left turn, and it was I planned this out. And you know, part of collecting is also the thrill of the hunt of getting the piece you want or the collectible you want, and it was so worth it. I haven't opened it yet. The soundtrack you're hearing right now, it's from the actual it's vinyl itself, but it's playing on YouTube on my TV. So it's basically Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls 5. It's a 4 LP set. Now the last disc actually has an etching artwork on the vinyl itself of a dragon. Now this colored vinyl is like a gold, whitish, brown type of color. I'm not even sure how to even explain the color, but ThinkGeek also released an exclusive to their store, not as limited as this one. This one they only pressed 95, and I was gonna order the ThinkGeek in advance, and because I was scared that might sell out, but I didn't, luckily, and I ended up getting this bad boy. I will be doing a video on it soon, eventually, but we'll see what happens. Let me try to put this stuff here because I have a lot of things to show you guys. So that was like my main purpose in the morning, first things first. And then they also had the Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, which was exclusive to the Comic-Con as well. These are super cool. I've been wanting these for such a long time. ThinkGeek also has their exclusives as well, and I'm super grateful that I didn't jump the gun months ago and got them, and I ended up waiting and was able to get these, because these Comic-Con exclusives were released before and they were going up for I think 80 to 100 and something bucks a piece on eBay. So I was able to pick up the set as well, which was amazing. I picked up both right away, and I got I believe these were 30 a piece, and if you bought the whole set together, they left them at 80. This box set also cost me 80 bucks. They're selling on eBay right now for $250 to $299, the Skyrim box set. So it's no joke. It's a great soundtrack. I've been getting into I've been collecting game soundtracks since I've been collecting horror soundtracks, but I've been getting more soundtracks lately of current games. The soundtracks I started getting were like, you know, the Street Fighter, Revenge of Shinobi, Streets of Rage, you know, the Sonic, which I recently got from Data Discs, stuff like that. But these new soundtracks, they're amazing. They sound like film scores, full-blown orchestras. As you guys know, I love orchestra music, so you could hear it. It's just full sound. It's amazing. So this is volume 1. Each one has a different colored variant. I'll show a still on the vinyls themselves also in the middle of the video. That's volume 1. Well, part 1. This is Dark Souls 2. And each of them is a gatefold. I wish I had the time to like open them up. Like, they are open. They're not sealed jackets, but they're gatefolds and have amazing artwork in each one of them. So I was like very, very, very excited. I was spinning Dark Souls 1 as soon as I got back from the convention, and earlier today as well. What else did I get? Okay, what else did I buy actually? Okay, so that was the first thing I bought. I'm gonna go in order actually. The second thing I got, and this I actually saw a guy on the train with it, and I knew he was going to the Comic-Con because it was kind of like far away from the Comic-Con itself. But as soon as I saw the backpack, I was like, this guy is like 99% he's going to the Comic-Con. Why? Because it's a Stranger Things backpack. Now check this out, guys. It's freaking amazing. Hope the camera is focusing on it. Good. But if it's not, I'll show stills on it as well. And I'm not sure if the one he had was the New York Comic Con exclusive, which was only 300 released with actual pencil case as well. Now this is made by Loungefly, and only 300 of these bad boys again were made. The San Diego Comic Con released them as well, and I believe they weren't released with the pencil case bag. They were just the bag itself were released, and that was a number of 400. Now, obviously, when I got out of the train and I was waiting, I started doing my research on who the hell made that bag he had and where could I get one. I was bummed out when I saw it was a San Diego Comic Con exclusive, but guess what? As soon as I walk into Comic Con, boom, I see the vendor there, and they had a huge line because they had Nightmare Before Christmas exclusives on Pokemon, all types of stuff. I mean, there were people there dressed up like 11, you know, the cosplay and stuff. It was a big line. I waited and I was able to grab one. So this is like a piece I got that I'm gonna like cherish it and hopefully, you know, use it one day. I just recently opened a brand new backpack that I used for Comic-Con for the first time. My wife also got one of those as well. Okay, that's the second thing I got. The third thing I got is made by what is it called? Monstars. And I picked this up from the store that I believe owns the company based out in Long Island. I've been wanting this little critter for a long time. So it's from the film Critters. And this is the version with the brown hair. See if you're able to see it real quick. I'll make sure. I'll see if it's focusing on it. There we go. So I'll try to find some stills on this bad boy as well, and just post them up real quick in the video. This is one of my favorite films also growing up. I haven't viewed it in a while, but guess what? I'm gonna be viewing them today. View actually part one. To sidetrack a little bit into what I'm gonna see today, might as well. I got Critters on the lineup, and I got the Funhouse. Now, I got in the mood to watch Funhouse because I actually, yesterday was a pretty good day because I received the Funhouse LP, which is kind of hard to get. It's an underground label that made it, and I haven't even opened it yet. So I should be doing a video on this also separately. But back to my Comic-Con haul. So yeah, pick up the critter, that. And now to my gifts. So my wife bought me several things. The first thing she got me was this cool looking Pennywise pin. Now this pin is made by a company, let's see here. There we go. It's made by a company called Scumbags and Superstars, I believe. Scumbags and Superstars. They based out of New York City. They had a table out there as well. His eyes actually have holes in them, so you could see right through his eyes. It's pretty amazing. She surprised me with this because one of the times I was waiting around, I was doing something, I forgot, I think searching on my phone for something, and she just went walking around on her own and surprised me with that pin. Now we went to the Skybound booth and she ended up getting me a couple of figures that I wanted, and I needed to complete my set because, as some of you guys know, I've been collecting almost like every single Walking Dead figure, the comic line and the TV series. So I ended up getting the better color and black and white bloody variant, which haven't dropped yet on the website. They should be dropping soon. We picked these up, and these are both, including this box set here, pre-birthday gifts. And I ended up getting this Ezekiel and Shiva box set, which is pretty cool. This is again a Skybound exclusive. Now, they had another huge box set, which was like inspired. It looked like the old G.I. Joe box sets. It had both of them. It had Rick and it had someone else. I'm not sure who it was. It was a bit pricey. They wanted like $100 for it, which is basically what each figure costs. It's like $25 a pop. But I wanted these two, the color and the black and white. So she ended up getting me those. She also got me tickets to see John Carpenter in November. And you know, she knows what makes me happy, and she makes me happy. But yeah, I'm very grateful for that. Here we have the actual badge, the Saturday badge for the Comic-Con. They was giving us some cool lanyards as well. I picked up, where's my, I have this here, quick, there we go. I actually have a promo piece. Let me see if I find it real quick. A promo piece from Ash vs. Evil Dead. Right here. So check this out, guys. It's actually like the school, you know, varsity like teams and stuff, the sports teams from high school, or you know, the sports flags, which is pretty cool. I got a couple of these, so I might give a couple away. I might do like some type of contest or something, or raffle type of thing on my Facebook, or even on here on YouTube. I've never done any of those, so if you guys give me ideas of what to do, it'd be cool. I could try to see if I could set it up prior to Halloween, so you guys could actually have it and hang it up before Halloween gets here. So yeah, I'm gonna, you know, give a couple of these away. But they're pretty cool. Yeah, that's about it, guys. That's my Comic-Con haul. I had a great time. A lot of walking. I was really drained, and oh, even in between the the convention, coming back from the Ash vs. Evil Dead panel, we actually saw the U.S. Marines were out there like promoting the, you know, the agency and whatnot, and they were doing like a pull-up contest, and my wife talked me into doing a contest. Guys had to do 20 pull-ups, good clean pull-ups, even though a lot of the guys, they weren't doing pull-ups, like real good pull-ups. But of course I went on there and I banged out 26 pull-ups in a row, and ended up getting a shirt. My wife also met her number as well, the female number, and got a shirt as well. So that was pretty fun. I might throw that clip in there so you could see, so you horror guys could see how I could get busy with the pull-ups and working out. But yeah, guys, I'll get back real quick. I'm gonna stop the video and then show you some stills, and yeah, that's about it. Be right back.
Parenting skills that he's got at the moment need refinement. Although I love the fact that I get upset when my daughter swears. Ash never lies to his daughter, but the weird thing is it sounds like he's lying all the time. It wasn't me who did it, it was a Deadite who possessed her. I just sound like a ranting lunatic. But Ash never lies to his daughter. So he is true to his daughter. And then once he realizes and owns up to it, he's protective of his cub. There's no question about it. We added that line, never get between a papa bear and his cub. So it was I just think from a story level, it can really help Ash become a little more three-dimensional. Because he not only has to save the world, he has to raise an unruly daughter at the same time. So I thought it was a really fun insertion. A dad is back. Asshole dad is back. The great Lee Majors has returned once again, season 3. I actually have more time with Lee on screen in season 3 than we did in season 2. And Lee is just he's Lee Majors, okay? He's Lee Majors. So it's been really fun. And this season, I think the goal of this season is to crack it open. Crack the shell open. We're doing a little more into the Joseph Campbell mythology, because Ash is not just a loser who lives in a trailer park. He is foretold in an ancient book. So why? Why him?
Speaking of book, you can get Bruce Campbell's New York Times best-selling #8 on New York Times bestseller, If Chins Could Kill. Further confessions.
The things these girls would do for $1.
Only one. Last year you were giving out 20s. Maybe I've used too much.
Hey, we might get canceled, you know?
Season 3. All right, so we obviously we're at New York Comic Con. We want you guys to have a chance to ask some questions.
So what's up guys, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed all the stills of all the items we picked up at the New York Comic Con 2017. Enjoyed the clip from the Ash versus Evil Dead panel, and also the clip on the US Marines pull-ups that I did as well. That's about it guys. Again, I'm gonna try to find more time to do more videos, especially now for the month of October, on horror films, horror vinyl. Most likely the next one I do would be on the Funhouse, the one that's behind me. I have a ton of new vinyl that recently just came in like in 1 week. I ended up, I think, over 22 vinyl from different places that I pre-ordered in the past, and they all just so happened to come in one shot almost. But yeah guys, let me know what you guys think of any of the items. If you want me to get into more detail on a specific item, just comment below. Like, subscribe, check out my other videos. Again, if you look at one of my previous videos, my Instagram links are on there as well. That's about it guys. Thank you for viewing HorrorFreakNY. Peace.